Mizuno ST-Z Driver time. I normally do this the other way around. So I normally do the performance after the outdoor stuff, but because I received the heads before the technical data, I was hitting them and I haven't got a clue what's in them, which is quite a good idea from time to time. But I already know the swan song of this driver. It's quick, it's ridiculously fast. But let's go outside first of all. Let's go do the range stuff. So you'll be able to hear this one outside. It's important that you hear it outside because it does make a bit of a different noise outside to indoors. Indoors, where it reverberates around, it does sound a little bit louder. Outside, much more muted. But the swan song is ball speed on this one. But anyway, let's go get all the cameras set up. Let's go do a little bit of feel and looks, and then we'll get into afterwards just how far this thing goes. Welcome guys, Jason Smith here. Down at Bray Golf Range in Suffolk. Welcome to winter. Very windy. Cameras are weighted down. ST-Z, Z, wherever you are in the world. Driver. So, new for 2021. The replacement for the ST200 from last year. So, weight in the neutral position and carbon bits in the sole either side. The X has got the carbon just in the toe to try and pull weight, even more weight into the heel. This has got carbon both sides. Still got the wave technology necessary for like low strikes. Allows the bottom part of the sole to necessarily flex and give you that little bit extra rather than hitting that dead solid bit. Carbon everywhere else and yada yada yada. Funky face. New beta titanium. Which basically means more ball speed. I know what this thing does. Now the X, the song of the X is the fact that it's just versatile. It just wants to hit target. It is super forgiving. It is very draw biased for the slicers, I don't say slicers, but for the heavy faders or the ones that cut too far. Yeah, that idea. This swan song of this driver is a bit different. It's neutral. It's not designed to be forgiving in, say, the slicing market. This is for someone who hits a fairly neutral ball flight. This is quick. I've done the testing already and I know one thing, the ball speed on this is ridiculous. It beats my club. Now the only thing I've got with this is the fact that because this is not movable weight, this has just got that weight at the back, which is for obviously forgiveness, and it will be more forgiving than my one with the adjustable weighted version, but it's just the spin. I can't get the spin low enough necessarily. But let's give it a hit. Because I do, this is probably my favourite out of the two. I've got obviously quad on the floor, FSX mobile capturing. That's a good shot. That's a fraction left of centre. I mean, that's a very good shot. Why does it saying that went left? FSX mobile saying that went left. It didn't. That's an interesting one. Off the face, that feels. There's a different sound. So the sound this year is a bit more muted. It's nowhere near as cracky as the 200 series was from last year. Down by the ball, necessarily, you've got that carbon weave at the top you can see. Do you know what? I've got the X, and I've done the X before this, and now I've got the I can't see anything between the ST-Z and ST. They're both 460 heads, and they both look, apart from the fact that it says ST-Z there, and it says STX, yeah, on the other one. I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. I honestly, I couldn't. I mean, you'd have to have a very trained eye to work out what the difference is between the two. That one, the X, it's about a degree shut, where this is a bit more neutral, well, much more neutral. But who's going to see a degree or two? Well, you might again. There you go. So let's hit another one. Hopefully, we won't say it's going left when it's not. Now that's nice and straight. No, that's saying it's going left. Have I not aligned quad properly? I haven't aligned quad properly. So I'm hitting two shots there, dead straight, but because I haven't lined the quad, it thinks I'm going left. Right, okay, how far has that gone left? I need to make a compensation on the next. See, technology is only good when you make sure that you align it correctly. But yeah, I mean, that's two shots so far have hit target. They have hit target. It's just that obviously the quad's not necessarily, yeah, you know, so I'll have to make a conversation now. Feeling off the face, I prefer this one of the X. The Z, for me, because I want to hit middle, feels the nicest. When you hit off the face of the X, it's giving you feedback as that you haven't hit middle, but the ball still goes where you want it to anyway. That's why that thing's just ridiculously good for straightness. This thing is going to be much more, this is ball speed driven. This is going to be getting like the proper distance out there. And yeah, I've already done the testing on this one, and this is like, yeah, crazy good. Right, anyway, let's go now, adjust slightly. Let's go aim a bit more the other way to compensate for it, and let's see if we can get one going straight on the screen for you. Oh, catch that one on cam. Tiger, crack your back at the moment. Right. Getting too old to do that. So we can, right, stay on the tee. Right, let's aim slightly the other way. Let's give it a go. That's, well, it's right down there, but yeah, much straighter. Must align quad. It's a good idea, isn't it? Right, anyway, so let's go do the performance side. I've already done it. I know what the performance figures say, but let's go in the warm. Let's go in the custom fitting studio. Yeah, and let's go explain just how quick this thing is. Ball speed's mental. Right, guys, in the custom fitting studio now. Let's go do the performance figures in the warm. Lovely. Right, one thing I want to say before we start this, and it is a gripe, and it's not a gripe just to Mizuno, this is a gripe for literally everyone nowadays who insist on keep on making these boxing glove head covers. Now, the boxing glove head covers may be great for one reason. So like putting your hands in there because they're really fluffy and warm on the insides. These feel lovely. Yeah. However, they do an absolutely something poor job of protecting the shafts. So if you put that in your bag, there you go. Because if you put this on top, it, yeah, doesn't work. It doesn't protect it from bag rub. So yeah, if you go back to the old ones with a sock, because the socks used to be longer, and then, yeah, protects them anyway. So anyway, let's go get the old iPad and let's go discuss some performance figures. Okay guys, indoors now in my custom fitting studio where it's lovely and warm and out of the wind and out of the cold where we like it. So, right, ST-Z. Now this is a 9.5 head. I cranked it down to 7.5 for the actual test. And I've got it in the hazardous smoke, RDX. There you go, 60 gram, low spin shaft, 45 inch, there you go. And I use the same shaft for the X as well. So from that point of view, both exactly the same. Now, this is about half a degree more than my driver, but the issue from my point of view is to get maximum distance out of this, I need to move the center of gravity closer to the face. That means that weight at the back there, although it's making it a much more forgiving club, for me, I can't quite get the distance as I want because I don't want to reduce the spin profile of the head. But that's why obviously they make different, yeah. So that's going to be like a mid-spin driver. So let's just go do the data anyway, because I did compare it against to my G. So yeah. Let's go look at the data. On average, ball speed of 164. This thing, ST-Z, is mental. I don't think, I mean, I hit a shot on here, it was at 106, I can't catch it because it's actually above the data set, it's scrolled up. I hit so many, but I hit 168.4, 167. There was one here I hit 169. I have never, in my whole time of testing, I have never got to a ball speed of nearly 170, never. Now, when we come to the clubhead speed, we'll see if I'm swinging at 120 miles an hour to see if I can get such an interesting speed, but I'm not. This face is like a blooming rocket. The swan song of the X, in fact, is just so blooming straight. It just, whatever you want, it just goes straight. This thing is ball speed. The amount of ball speed that I get off this is mental. I mean, it must be conforming, obviously, because it's got to be legal, but wow. As in, wow. Anyway, 164 on average ball speed. Launching at 14 degrees, 13.8, but spinning at 2.4. If I could get that spin down to 1800 to 2000, it would be mental. It would, if I just could move the center of gravity out of the head, but I can't. But it's in its forgiveness setting. Anyway, so yeah, 2.4 on the spin. It's going up 42 yards because it's going up that high because spin is making it climb. And so therefore it's descending at 42 degrees, which is too steep for me. I am a person, I need a low spinning, low lofted driver because I deliver quite a lot of dynamic loft and I've got speed. I struggle with basically spin. I need to drop the loft on everything down as low as it possibly can go and then try and find a head, which obviously is little spin as I can do because that's when I get my maximum carries. Still, if you look at this, the average of 288 carry, 288 yards carry with 2.4 spin is mental. I would so want to, if I could get this 400 RPM lower, this would be crazy. Look, even in the data set there, you've got 2 shots over 300 yards carry. For me, a 300-yard carry is absolutely optimum. Everything is bang on to get that. On here, I'm getting it a different way. I'm getting it because I'm bullying the ball through the air through speed alone. It is just punching straight through the air. It is just a rocket, this thing is. So let's just see if I'm swinging at 120 odd miles an hour to get these 300-yard carries. Club data, 114. On average, I'm 1 mile an hour faster than normal. 1. Now, bearing in mind, on average, I can go 113, 113.4 and stuff like that. I mean, so it's not even a mile an hour faster. Between 112 to 114 is what you would see as average for a human being. So 114 average. Look at the efficiency, 1.44 on average. Now, this is a foresight system. This is not a TrackMan. TrackMan measures head speed differently. So on a TrackMan, you'll get efficiency or smash factor much higher. You'll get into the 1.5 region. A foresight system, because it registers head speed at the moment of contact, where on a TrackMan, the ball has got to have moved, or at maximum what they call compression, which I hate that word because the ball doesn't compress, it deforms. But by that time, the head speed's been taken away slightly by obviously the resistance of the golf ball, so hence why you get a difference. But 1.44 on a foresight system is crazy good. 6.5 up, I do hit up on the golf ball. 0.3, 0.7 on average when it comes to delivery. 3 mil toe, 1 mil low. So if I was swinging at 120 miles an hour, you could then say that, oh, that's the reason why it's going so far and why the ball speed is so high. But it's not. It's that face, that new SAT face, forged, I can't remember what it's called. I'll stick it up on the screen if I'm allowed to. Built around a newly refined SAT 2041 beta forged titanium face. New variable thickness as well, which is quite interesting. But I put it up against my G to show the difference. Again, my G, I can crank it right down a half degree less, but more importantly, whack that weight further forward. So I am in my fairly long drive setting. So yeah, 162.6. So I am a 1.5 mile an hour short on ball speed. Then you go in 13.3 launch, 18.28 spin. That's why I'm now starting to get the spin down there. And not only am I going to out carry the Z because of my spin, because of my descent angle and peak height, obviously I'm only peaking height at 33 now and descending at 35. I'm carrying 292, so I'm 4 yards further through the air, but then I'm running out to 324 against 313. So I'm over 11 yards longer. 11 yards longer, just through dynamics. It'd be very interesting to see going forward in the year if they do produce a movable weighted option. If they did with this face, wow. Yeah, what they've done with the face this year to make it that active, that forgiving, just how good the ST-Z is. It's the fastest face I have ever tested so far. it just bullies the ball through the air. But comment below. I'm not quite sure which way I'm going to put these out, whether it be the X or the Z first. Now, I haven't got enough data yet to do the head forgiveness side of things that I've been doing recently in my reviews. Basically showing you how forgiving the head is at different parts of the face, whether it's going to have a ball speed or a total distance drop off for certain things. Once I get, because I've only hit these clubs, no other person's hit these clubs so far. So before I can do that, I need a lot more shots. And if there's enough call for it, as time goes on, where there's enough shots hit with it, I can then, because I will record everything, I can then map just how forgiving they are. So anyway, comment below. If you did like the video, by all means, give it a like. That always helps. YouTube likes it. But next to it, if you're going to hit the red button, subscribe, hit that little bell icon. If you hit that bell icon, that'll let you know next time I upload another video. So hope you're well, and we'll see you again soon.